Please don't forget subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to get notified of new daily videos.
It was a blustery Saturday afternoon, and Christine, was on a mission. My kitchen faucet had sprung a leak, and I needed specific parts, plus a few paint samples for a weekend project. So naturally, I found myself navigating the labyrinthine aisles of Hammer and Home, our local hardware superstore. I was wearing my favorite dark blue fleece jacket, practical for the chilly store, comfortable, and frankly, a color I liked. Underneath, a plain gray t-shirt and my usual jeans. I had my shopping cart half full with a replacement faucet handle, some sealant, and a stack of tiny paint swatches. I was deep in the plumbing aisle, scrutinizing two very similar-looking faucet cartridges, when I heard an impatient cough directly behind me. I turned, expecting to see someone trying to get past. Instead, an impeccably dressed man in his late 50s, holding a small, crumpled piece of paper, was glaring at me. He had a look of profound annoyance etched on his face, as if my mere presence was an inconvenience. Finally, he huffed, thrusting the paper towards me. "Can you please help me find this? I've been wandering for 10 minutes. I blinked at him. "Excuse me?" I asked, genuinely confused. He clearly thought I worked here. Hammer and Home employees wore bright royal blue polos with a prominent orange logo. My fleece was a deep navy, unzipped, and utterly devoid of any corporate branding. I even had my own car keys dangling from my belt loop. "Don't play coy, dear," he snapped, rolling his eyes. "This is a 2-inch brass compression fitting with a 1/2-inch PEX barb adapter. You people always try to avoid the obscure stuff. Just point me in the right direction." I let out a small, disbelieving laugh. "Sir, I think you've mistaken me for an employee. I don't work here." I gestured vaguely at my non-uniform attire and then to my cart full of personal purchases. "I'm just trying to find a replacement cartridge myself." His face hardened. "Nonsense. Everyone here wears blue. I saw you walking around earlier, packing like you were stocking shelves. Now enough with the games. Are you going to help me or not? Because I can promise you, if you refuse, I'll be speaking with your manager about your frankly appalling customer service." I felt a flush creep up my neck. "I am not your employee, sir. I have no manager here. I'm a customer just like you." I even pointed to the distinct royal blue polo of an actual employee visible a few aisles over. "See, that's what an employee looks like." He just scoffed. "Oh, I see. Trying to pawn me off on someone else. Just help me, it's not that hard. Or are you going to be completely useless?" His voice was rising now, drawing a few curious glances from other shoppers. "This is ridiculous. I expect a certain level of service when I shop here, and you are failing spectacularly." My bewilderment was rapidly turning into sheer annoyance. "I don't work here." I enunciated each word slowly, as if speaking to a child. "I'm wearing a fleece I bought at an outdoor store, not a uniform. I don't have a name tag. I'm pushing a shopping cart full of paint samples and a broken faucet part. Does any of that scream Hammer and Home associate to you?" He threw his hands up in exasperation. "Fine. If you're going to be so rude and unhelpful, I'll just find someone who actually wants to do their job." With that, he dramatically spun on his heel and marched off, muttering darkly under his breath about incompetent staff. I watched him go, shaking my head, feeling a bizarre mix of relief and lingering frustration. I figured that was the end of it. I found my faucet cartridge, grabbed my paint samples, and started heading towards the checkout. But just as I was rounding the corner into the gardening section, I saw him again. He was standing next to a very apologetic-looking man in a royal blue Hammer and Home polo and a name tag that read, "Nolan Manager." Mr. Spencer was pointing directly at me with a triumphant glare. "That's her, Mr. Nolan. The one I told you about. Refused to help me, tried to lie about not working here, then claimed she was a customer." Mr. Nolan, whom I recognized from previous visits, gave me a sheepish smile. "Mr. Spencer, Christine here is indeed one of our most valued customers, but she absolutely does not work for Hammer and Home. I'm terribly sorry for the confusion, but she's just here doing her own shopping today." The air seemed to go out of Spencer's sails. He sputtered, his face turning a blotchy red. "But the blue jacket, she was just, He looked from Mr. Nolan to me, then to my cart, then back to his crumpled paper, utterly deflated. "Oh, right, my mistake, sorry." The apology was mumbled and clearly forced. He then stomped off without another word, this time for good. Mr. Nolan walked over to me, shaking his head. "Christine, I am so sorry about that. Happens more often than you'd think, though usually not with such conviction." I just stood there, still processing the absolute, unshakable certainty this man had that I was his personal hardware consultant. All because of a fleece jacket.
If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button to like it. And please do subscribe to support the channel.